Right now at 6, the community that's meeting to fund a solar power program and how it could be an economic powerhouse for the community.
Plus, found guilty, a Wisconsin man learns his fate after driving through a Christmas parade last year.
And Stroll on State. The 10th anniversary of the big event is a month away. How this event brings the community together.
From 13 WREX, your weather authority. This is 13 News at 6.
Starting with our weather, it was a beautiful day for a drive down Route 2 along the Rock River, the Blackhawk statue in Oregon, enjoying a gorgeous fall day. The leaves more on the golden to brown side now. Yeah, some nice video there too. And I will definitely take a fall weather day like this than what we had yesterday with all of that rain that came down. Yes, much nicer out there today. We turn it over to your Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Alex Kirchner. Alex, more sunny fall weather on the way?
We will definitely have this kind of weather for quite some time, which is perfect timing with not only the holidays coming up and the weekend coming up, but you notice the fall color tracker. We pointed out those leaves just a second ago. We are at peak color, maybe even a few spots already past peak as of this point. So enjoy the leaf color while we have it, because over the next couple of weeks, we'll probably see a lot of those leaves come down or kind of get past that peak color, which doesn't look quite as vibrant as what we see right now. The rest of this evening, temperatures down into the low 50s to 40s, so it does get a little brisk over the next couple hours or so. So just make sure that you are bundled up for that cool weather that we have for the evenings. Next couple days, though, very comfortable. We're tracking the 60s in the forecast, which makes today's weather feel even more comfortable than what we saw, Derek and Brittany. Sounds like we have a great weekend ahead to look forward to, Alex. Thanks. City officials in Dixon are making efforts to go green. Yeah, 13 WREX's Destin Howard spoke with those leaders who are saying solar power is the future.
Brittany and Derek, I'm here at the Dixon Park District office where a meeting just concluded to let people know a little more about the new solar program that they're introducing called Meadow Solar. That meeting took place here today at 3 p.m. to let people know how to cut down on their expenses.
The community gets to feel free to take some of the cost off them for, discount off their electric bill. The second thing is the Park District receives an income every year that will help go toward our operating budget of around $40,000 a year on a 3% increase, along with a $150,000 donation once it's up and running.
This community solar program allows for the use of solar power for those who can't install solar systems on their own roof. Instead, 24 acres of land will be here in Dixon, will become a part of farm to supply that energy. According to Jason Carson with Trajectory Energy Partners, each person in the program will receive credit towards their electric bill, and is based off each individual's use of power.
We take a look at their last year's bill and determine how much electricity are they typically using. So family like mine with 3 kids charging lots of stuff, we have a higher subscription. Someone that uses less electricity would have a lower subscription. That is basically how many panels of that project are reserved for them.
According to Carson, there is no upfront cost for the program. If you were not at tonight's meeting, you can call the Dixon Park District to get more information on that program and sign up now. In Dixon, Destin Howard, 13 WREX. Brittany and Derek, back to you. A lot of things happening out there. Destin, thank you. Developing tonight, we now know the name of the man who died in a grain bin in Seward, Brian Lovett of Winnebago. Investigators found Lovett laying unresponsive in a grain bin at the ADM Grain Company. It has not been released how Lovett passed away, but an autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow. And new at 6 tonight, a Rock County man arrested on several gun charges today. That man is Dakota Davidson of Beloit. Police say they responded to a shooting complaint at the Rockville Mobile Home Park. Allegedly, Davidson shot several mobile homes and shot at one person 65 times. He's facing several charges, including intentional homicide tonight. A Wisconsin man was found guilty of killing 6 people after driving his vehicle into a Christmas parade last year. Jurors in Waukesha County found Darrell Brooks guilty on all 76 charges, which included 6 counts of first-degree intentional homicide and 61 counts of reckless endangerment. Brooks initially pleaded not guilty by reason of mental disease, a move that could have resulted in him being sentenced to a mental institution rather than prison. However, he withdrew that plea in September, dismissed his public defenders, and told the judge that he wanted to represent himself.
What motivated us was these families that are behind me, a lot of them, and we thought of those mothers and fathers sitting in hospital rooms with their children and the ongoing care that they're still physically healing from and certainly emotionally healing from.
Waukesha County Judge Jennifer Doro said there would be a hearing Monday to discuss setting a sentencing date. Brooks faces a mandatory life sentence on each homicide count.
We have some positive local news to share tonight. The Dixon Police Department receiving a donation for their charitable association. The Dixon Elks 779 Lodge chapter, they donated $500 to the organization. And last night on 13 News at 10, we told you about a $2,000 check from Lee County Generating Station. Funds raised to help support community programs that we all know, like Shop with the Cop, which happens around December, and Clothes for Kids.
We are exactly 1 month away from Stroll on State, which means the area's largest parade kicking off the holiday season will be celebrating its 10th year. We are so excited here at 13 WREX to once again be part of this amazing community event. This year, organizers, well, they're going big, including a car show, selfie stations, an ice skating experience at the BMO Center, and of course, the big parade.
I think communities want to look forward to moments of togetherness, these rituals where we can all experience something together, whether it's a music concert or fireworks, or in this case, all of those things within Stroll on State. So we're glad at the Bureau that we can invite our community and invite visitors to this significant event to kick off the holiday season.
And coming up tonight on 13 News at 10, we will introduce you to the family who inspired some of the events you'll experience this year through one simple picture.
Happening tomorrow at 11:15, U.S. Senator Dick Durbin will hold a news conference to discuss the federal funding he and U.S. Representative Sherry Busto secured for the Rockford YMCA Youth Center. Now, this federal funding will help the Rockford YMCA with the renovation and expansion of a former church to become a place for children and families to receive important services. That event is at Lutheran Church of the Good Shepherd at 1829 North Rockton Avenue in Rockford. And coming up next tonight, President Biden talking about the everyday expenses American consumers go through. Find out his plan to how consumers can get rid of those junk fees.
Plus, we have the tips for you on how to keep your Halloween festivities fun and not too much on the scary side.
And more hoax threats have popped up after this high school shooting happened Monday in Missouri.
Comfortable fall weather is here to stay. I'll track how long the cool and sunny conditions stick around. That's later in the forecast.
And for local news, weather, and sports in your schedule, make sure you download the 13 News app for your streaming device. We're live on Apple TV, Amazon's Fire TV, and Roku media players. And the best part? It's all free. Just search 13 WREX.
You are watching 13 News at 6 with Brittany Hardaway, Derek Bain, and Chief Meteorologist Alex Kirchner from your Weather Authority.
New tonight, President Biden spoke today on the administration's efforts to eliminate so-called junk fees to save money for American families. The president said things like credit card late fees, overdraft fees, or bounce check fees will be examined by his administration. The federal government will work with the companies issuing these fees to eliminate them. He says these actions will save Americans more than $1 billion collectively each year.
This 13 WREX stock report was brought to you by Siler Financial.
It's hard to believe, but the holidays are fast approaching, Brittany. And here at 13 WREX, we are once again teaming up with our partners at Cornerstone Credit Union for our annual Freeport Food Drive.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite events of the year, especially because it has such a positive impact here in our community. So if you are new to the state line or just need a little bit of a refresher, let me tell you why we hold this food drive. In 2014, Freeport food pantries were at risk of closing due to a shortage in donations. So our station and you, the community, stepped in to make sure families in Stevenson County don't go hungry during the holidays. And all of those donations, they go right back to the Freeport Area Church Co-op, who then helps distribute everything. And last year, it was a record-breaking year. So we want to do that again, and we need your help to do it. So make sure you bring any non-perishable food items, toiletries that you have, household cleaning products. We will accept it all. And you can bring it to the Cornerstone Credit Union in Freeport next Friday morning from 6 a.m. until 7 that evening. And I will be out there along with plenty of members from our team, and we are so excited to help once again fill up Freeport's food pantry ahead of the holiday season. Always a good time. And during Halloween festivities, experts are reminding families to be aware of holiday hazards that turn a fun night very frightful. There's an annual average of 3,200 Halloween-related injuries. 55% were related to pumpkin carving, and 25% were due to falls, tripping on costumes, or walking while trick-or-treating. And 20% were due to cuts associated with pumpkins and decorations, so you definitely want to be careful.